Jesus at the center of it all. From beginning to the end, it will always be, it's always been you, Jesus. Jesus, singing Jesus at the center of it all. Jesus at the center of it all.
You are welcome to another edition of Men of Light Media House, where we bring light on issues surrounding Christianity, most times controversial issues. Today we are actually going to be looking at something to some of you could consider it controversial, but I personally don't see anything controversial about it. It's Christianity and culture. And we are in Lohum, Ime, in Bend, the local government in Abia State. And we are with no other person who can do justice to this topic than our very own person, who is from the community called Ime. He's going to help us to bring to do justice to what we have today, Christianity and culture, looking at Igbo language as part of their culture. So he's going to help us to bring light on this issue. If you have questions, please send in your questions. If you have contribution, please stay Men of Light Media 247@yahoo.com, Men of Light Media 247@hotmail.com. My name is Chukwunamso Ukobas, and with me today is no other person but Eze Mark. Good day, sir.
Thank you. You're welcome. Iwela.
Yes, sir. All right, sir. The name is actually very long, so I had to shorten it. Can you help us with the complete name, sir?
Okay. His Royal Highness Eze Mark Onumagbulam Iwela Onumagbulam.
Whoa, that's the long one.
Yes.
For some of you, I'm sure you understand what he's saying, and for some of you too, he's like the other kinds of tongues. But he has just introduced himself, and today we're looking at something very important: the Igbos and their language.
Yeah.
Some people believe that language is part of culture, but I'm sure you're a custodian of culture. It's in your place to tell us how true that is. How is language a part of our culture?
Okay, language is not only part of our culture, part of culture, but it is the head of culture, the beginning of culture, because the identity of a person is the beginning of that person. Your identity is your beginning. That's why parents give their children names to identify them from other of their children. So that language language is our identity, and the identity is yourself.
Well, so it's language as identity, and then identity is yourself.
Yes.
That means I can, wherever I'm seen, when my name is mentioned, you should be able to identify me.
Yeah.
As long as it's within my culture.
Yes. Like when you, if you go to the north, if everybody is wearing the same attire, you can differentiate them by their language. The Hausa man will speak Hausa, the Igbo man will speak Igbo, the Yoruba man will speak Yoruba, the Efik man will speak Efik. Not the dressing, because I can put in an Hausa man dress, Yoruba man dress, Efik man dress, but my language identifies me from the others.
But there is this argument that Christianity as a religion has taken away the language of an Igbo man, particularly the Igbo man. How true is it, sir?
I think we started it ourselves. The Igbo man is helping to destroy his own culture. There is no other way to say it. The Igbo man is the person that is destroying his own culture by abandoning his language. You see, when you come to a church that has 100% Igbo people, you can see the pastor speaking English. You know, that's how we are destroying them. 100 people in the church, all Igbos, white English. So the Igbo man is the architect of a damaging his culture. So I blame them, not any other tribe.
So it's not a religion issue.
It's not a religion issue. It is either, I don't know what to call it, or Western mentality. You know, the Igbo man will always believe that when an Igbo man produces a shoe in Aba, he will name it produce an entire. Because of our mentality. And when the buyer comes to buy it, he sees it like, oh, that is the best. But it is produced at the Lungu in Aba. Are you getting me? So that mentality is affecting us generally. It's because if you don't appreciate what you have, you lose it. Until you lose what you have, you won't appreciate it.
Okay, so you talked about the church where they have 100% Igbo and then the pastor is still preaching in Igbo language.
Yes.
Now the question is it possible that the gospel is more effective when it's spoken in English?
Okay. Now, when you conduct a census in the church, you will agree with me that some old women are illiterates. They don't go to school, but they are in the church. And some young people in elementary school may not understand the grammar of the pastor from London. Telling the story how he went to New York. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
So you can see that you can communicate better in your mother tongue. You know, you can communicate, and that's why all over the world, you go to Germany, you have to study your language before you start going to do another. You go to China, you go to all over the world. You have to, first of all, study your language before you start doing anything. Study it and write it. But here in Igbo, in fact, we are misleading ourselves. We have left the right thing for us to do, and we are pursuing shadow. Because when you give, and okay, if you are talking to your mother, an Igbo man talking to his mother, he use English. Talking to his child, he use English. Are we not fooling ourselves? But the Hausa man, always, when you go to their offices, they speak Hausa. When you go to the Yoruba offices, they speak Yoruba. But when we come to Igbo man office, they speak English. So we are the person, not even the coach, because it is not peculiar to the church alone. If an Igbo man, policeman hold you, he will speak English. Until after he kills you, he will now say one name. So this man Igbo man. If Igbo custom man hold you, he go talk English until he kill you finish. Before he go come speak Igbo. But if I was some man, if you salute Hausa man with the language, he will relax with you.
Even if you are not Hausa and you speak
If you are not Hausa, just because you speak his language, he will open the way for you.
So can we say that the problem is not even the language, but the oneness within the Igbo people?
I think the problem is the language, because if you greet a man in his dialect, he will stop and say, Iwela. Like if I see you in London and you greet me, Amma. Oh, this is a special greeting. It's not like other good morning. Are you getting me? That Amma, that greeting in Igbo will make me to stop. Or that greeting, good morning, or good morning. But when that person speaks, greet you in your language, you have to stop to know who she is or where she comes from. There's a power in it. It goes to power.
All right, sir, hold it. We'll take a commercial break. We're still